Hey guys, Fee here. Today I'm going to be doing the Mad Doll trial. As you see, I've done the Mad Doll before. I did not get the Esper mission, and the way I'm going to be showing to clear it is not going to get you the Esper mission. This is a 3/4 mission video. So, I'm going to show you my team that I used for this fight. Here it is. First we've got Awakened Rain. I'm not going to switch his equipment. You don't need anything like this. They're not doing a bunch of elemental damage. But anyways, this is what I have him geared for. And the King's armor is nice anyways because it's a 50% chance of preventing status conditions. So it's not too bad. Yeah, not much to say about that. Just gear him for, you know, as you would gear an Awakened Rain with Spirit. And here we've got Lid. She's going to be pretty vital in this fight for a few reasons. I have her equipped with a Master's Hammer and a Refined Engine Axe, so I can get my Earth and Fire damage going. I have her geared for LB, and then also with Bushido Freedom. Bushido Freedom is going to be pretty important in case Fina's too busy to do a Dispelga. Here's Fina. Again, she's not equipped with anything special except for the Holy Wand. That's going to give us our light damage. Otherwise, I've just geared her for Limit Burst. Nothing too special. Got Demon Rain here. He is equipped with something a little different today. He's equipped for 100% evade, but he also has a Sturdy Umbrella from the summer event. This is good because it's a water greatsword, and we need to deal water damage. So this is just a convenient way of doing that because he's definitely going to be hitting some dolls. So we'll get the water damage we need off of him. And then, yeah, 100% evasion. And we've got Hyoh here, equipped with Diabolos with a Flaming Blade Agni and Spirit Slayer to boost physical damage against fairies because Calca, Brina, and Calcabrina are all fairy demons. And this friend Hyoh I have here is equipped with Demon Killer and Diabolos, so and a Flaming Blade Agni, so he's just going to be useful for chaining. So anyways, let's go in. We got our Calcas and our Brinas. Which one you pick to attack first is not important. What is important is that we use Purification. Actually, sorry, we're not going to use Purification first. We're going to use Standout first. And Nether Aegis. This means we are vulnerable to statusing this turn, but we have Fina, so we should be pretty safe. Lid is going to Arms Dissolver to break all of these Calcas and Brinas. And Fina here will re-raise Awakened Rain and herself for safety. Hyoh's Flame Blade, Servant of the Blade, and Servant of the Blade. Pick a Calca or a Brina to hit, and then just go. As you see, this is going to take a while. These Calcas and Brinas resist physical, but the Calcabrina after them is resistant to magic instead and will die to physical, so I'm choosing to go the physical route and take a while on these Calcas and Brinas so I can kill Calcabrina very quickly. And you may have noticed these Calcas and these Brinas are not dealing, they're not dropping Limit Burst crystals or Esper orbs. And that's part of what makes the missions kind of a pain when it comes to like the Esper one, for example. So if you have room for a dedicated summoner, you could get that mission if you could drop Fina, for example, in exchange for one of the healer summoners. That might work for you. I don't really have anyone I could replace Fina with for this fight, so unfortunately that's not something I can do. But if you have that, that's great, and you could definitely use this method to take the rest of them, like, to just get all your missions in one go. Anyways, so I'm going to break their defense and spirit with Lid, because you can break them that way. Lotus Mage Fina is going to be just healing Rain. Demon Rain is going to boost our attack just to make this a little faster. And Awakened Rain is now using Purification to protect from status effects. You see these Kalkas and these Brinas do quite a bit of damage to Rain, but he's pretty sturdy, so he'll probably be okay. And if he's not, I have the Lotus Mage. She'll be able to keep him alive. Demon Rain doesn't have to do anything this turn, so he can just defend. Lid can super event this turn, and your Hyoh just keep doing what Hyoh's doing best and deal damage. So at some point the Kalkas and the Brinas will be buffing themselves. And when they do that, we're going to have to break them. For now we are still safe though. We just need to keep using Kiraja. Breaking their attack with Lid. And since we're not going to be using Awakened Rain's Limit Burst for anything, we're fine to Scarlet Heal to restore some MP. Demon Rain, of course, needs to keep that physical guard up. And again, just Hyohs are doing what Hyohs do best, and dealing damage. With the killers, even with their high defense, the Kalkas and the Brinas do die reasonably quickly. Okay, so you see they've buffed themselves now. That means that with Fina, I'm going to have to dispel them. And I'm also going to Kiraja just to keep Rain safe. Rain, of course, just going to keep standing out. So just, as long as they're targeting him with magic, you should be pretty safe. He's going to have to Arms Dissolver again, unfortunately, instead of Defense Breaking. But that's okay. It just makes things a little slower. Demon Rain can ignite again. And there we go. We've got this Kalka close to death. Not quite there yet. But soon. So through these attacks, through Demon Rain's counters and Lid's breaks, we have 3 of our 4 elements already done. And we're going to be getting the light element with Fina, and as soon as she has her Limit Burst active, that's how we're going to be doing that. We're going to just use her Limit Burst to deal them damage. That means that they are going to counter with a different counter where they kind of like try to electrocute Fina. So, but it's okay if they do that because, fortunately, Fina will have erased everyone at that point, and that just means that she'll immediately come back and you don't really have to worry too much about that. Demon can just defend again. There's nothing he needs to be doing. Now Lid has her Limit Burst active, so she can Mecha Custom Hammer. Again, Hyoh's just do what Hyoh's do best. We are going to have to heal their MP, but not immediately. Not right now. I'm going to use Lid to break them first. And I'm going to pick a different Brina to hit, because, see, this one's at like 6% damage. With the break from Lid on, it should just die from the residual damage from Sword of the Blade, so it's just like an efficiency thing, so we're not wasting a bunch of time. Oh, it didn't quite die, but it's at 2% now, so it will die soon enough. Don't need to be too worried about it living. So now I feel confident enough right now to use Manitopia and Super Invention. Yeah, as long as you have a physical tank covering everyone and a magical tank provoking, you should be okay. The Kalkas and the Brinas don't do a lot of AoE damage, but so one of them can just be protecting, and the other can be provoking. I want Demon Rain doing cover because I'm using physical damage dealers, so when they do their counters for being attacked, they do physical counter rather than a magical one, so he'll just protect everyone from that, and that's great. Anyways, Hyoh's, again, pretty self-explanatory at this point. I'm not doing anything too different. I'm just using my Hyohs to whittle these dolls, these creepy dolls down. But really, you're pretty safe with this kind of composition. As long as you don't forget to check to see if they're breaking or buffing themselves, for example. If they buff themselves and you didn't notice, that can be pretty bad. That can just have some really negative consequences for you. Lid still has another turn, so she can just super invent again. Kiraja and re-raise, of course. Actually, I won't do that because then you can Scarlet Heal. So what I'm going to do instead is just re-raise and re-raise. Again, this is just for safety. I shouldn't have any problems, but just in case. These Hyohs are a little low on mana, but hopefully that should be resolved soon. Because I need to use, I'm going to use Flame Blade with one of these Hyohs just because he's low on mana. I'm just going to pick another Kalka to imperil. See, they did kill Rain that turn, and they buffed themselves. That's a little dangerous, but fortunately, Fina doesn't have to do too much. She can just Dispelga and re-raise him again. And we have Lid to break attack after that. If you have to use Lid's Bushido Freedom, that can also be kind of dangerous for you, because they won't be broken. So that's really only for emergencies. What is actually a more effective strategy with Lid is to, not with Lid, with the Kalkas and the Brinas, is to actually use Hyoh's Unknown Traitor, if you have to, because that will dispel their buffs. That's another thing you can do if you find yourself in a position where you're in danger. You can do that. Anyways, we're going to use Extreme Nova now since it's online, and we're just going to pick whatever Kalka. This isn't like Servant of the Blade where only one hits, it's going to be both, so let's just go for it. Hyoh's Limit Burst is going to do a lot faster damage than Servant of the Blade. That's why I would suggest doing your Hyoh with any kind of LB boosting gear, if you have it. I have Squall's STMR, but not everyone has access to STMRs, and that's totally okay. Just whatever you have on hand, feel free to use. So as you see, we have Fina's Limit Burst active now, and that means that I'm going to use it so I can get my light damage. Their attack and magic is broken. They're probably going to try to hit Fina with a magical attack. But that's not too big of a worry. They're going to do that, but because Fina's giving everyone re-raise, she should just come back to life. And that shouldn't be too big of a problem. What I don't like right now is Rain's health. So I'm gonna have Lid use full healing force, and that's one of her super invention abilities. Another convenient thing about Lid. I could have broken their defense that turn, but it wasn't really necessary. If breaking defense just means you're gonna deal damage faster, and I'd rather Awaken Rain not be in a dangerous position rather than just die too quickly and then have other people get hurt with magical attacks. Oh, that could be kind of dangerous. Rain did cover her. Okay, we're okay. So Rain covered that magical attack, which meant that he died and his re-raise went off too quickly, and that meant that he couldn't stand out because he died. So that's why Demon Rain took damage there. But Demon Rain himself can take a few magic hits, even with his less than stellar gear, because I have him equipped for evasion. So that was fine. That could have been a lot worse. Anyways, again, so Lid's Limit Burst is active, so I'm just gonna break everyone in a better way. And go with my usual rotation. Rain has to stand out again. But there we go, that Kalka just dies. The other Kalka, or that Brinash, dies too. Once you're down to a few dolls, this fight becomes a lot more manageable. It's kind of funny. This trial is one of the few where the longer it goes on, the kind of safer you are, if that makes sense. You still shouldn't get complacent. You can still die if you're not careful, if you don't pay attention to what they're doing. But you're a bit safer. And I can use this time to just Manitopia and get super invention and just make sure these Hyohs are good on mana. This Kalka is the closest to death, so I'm going to be targeting it. And there we go, it just melted under that. Okay, so Rain did get status because he died before, but that's not a big deal because we got Fina, and Rain is immune to stone, so we don't need to use Prime Heal. We can use Esnaga and then just dispel the dolls afterwards. And then Lid can break them again. I may have made a mistake there. I lost track of my standout. That could suck for me, but we have Fina, so hopefully I didn't mess up, and if I did mess up, it still shouldn't be the end of the world. Anyways, on to the next Brina. Oh yeah, see, there we go, I did mess up. Oh, and that's not great. Okay, so Demon Rain is down. I'm going to have Lid raise him. This could get dangerous because these Brinas could, do some unpleasant things. So I'm just gonna Kiraga. I'm gonna stand out now. And I'm gonna have these Hyohs defend so that I don't get those physical counters that are so dangerous. And there, their crisis averted. That wasn't too bad. Anyways, now we can continue with our usual. Make sure to bring back the cover on Ring. So by the end of this fight, what I want to have happen, I want my Hyohs to both have Limit Burst. And preferably Lid will have it as well. I want this because I want to one-hit kill the Calcabrina. And by far the easiest way to do that is going to be to just Limit Burst it to death. You see, we got one doll now, and it barely did any damage. It was not really a threat. I'm pretty safe now. Like, Lid's got her Limit Burst up. These Hyohs will soon have it up, though I do need one extra turn for my friend Hyoh here. So I'm just going to continue my usual stuff. It doesn't really need to super invent, but because I shouldn't need too much more mana from these Hyohs. They'll do it anyways, and I'm gonna Shining Cheer just to make this a little faster. I don't want to kill this Brina yet, so I'm just gonna do some little attacks. Okay, well, my friend's got his Limit Burst up now, so I'm not too worried about that anymore. Rain's been silenced. Who cares? I don't care. Yeah, I don't care about that so much. Because he's not here to do magic. It really doesn't matter if he's silenced. I'm going to kill it this turn. I have everything I need for my missions. I've dealt the damage in the required elements. I've got a chain of 6 or more in a turn. I'm not going to be able to evoke an Esper because, again, I'm going to be trying to kill this Calcabrina immediately. But I kind of knew that coming in, so it's not too big of a deal. Anyways, so let's go. I have an extra turn, so I'm just gonna... I don't need to do anything to Awaken Drain, but I'm gonna do it anyways, just kinda... There we go. Now the Brina's down, and now we're moving on to Calcabrina. And we want to kill it immediately. So what we're going to do is use Lid's Limit Burst, use Hyoh's Limit Bursts, Ignite with Rain. We don't need to do much else. I don't think it should die from this. It should easily die. But whatever, I'm just gonna re-raise with Fina. There's nothing else she can really do to be helpful in this situation. Anyways, let's go. And as you see, this Calcabrina just melts under the force of 2 killered Hyohs smacking it down. And there you have it. There's Calcabrina with 3 out of 4 missions complete. Again, with this build I would not ever be able to evoke an Esper because I don't have summoners in my party, and the whole point is to kill Calcabrina before it can hurt you. I believe if you were running a magic build, like where you use like Trance Terras, for example, to try to deal damage, you would be able to get the Espers because Calcabrina does drop Limit Burst and Esper Orbs, but the little Calcas and the Brinas, those like little creepy dolls, don't. But anyways, that was that fight. Once you have what you need, like a good tank, good like cover, like good physical cover, good magical provoker, and then your fire damage dealers and a good breaker, it's not really that hard. So yeah, there you have it. There's the Mad Doll. As you see, still don't have that mission, and I don't ever think I will. But you know, maybe I'll make a follow-up video one day getting it. So yeah, that's it for that. Hope you enjoyed this, hope you found it helpful. If you did like this video, please feel free to like, comment if you have any questions, or subscribe. Anyways, that's it from me. Fee out.